Hello, everybody. Well, this is actually a historic edition of my Fury of Dracula content, which I know all 6 or 7 of my subscribers have been watching just with bated breath for the latest video. And this one is a big one. Reason being, this is the first game ever to be played in the publicly released, or rather the official release of the Immortal update. It's been in beta for a couple of months now, and we've all been playtesting the heck out of it, just passing our feedback back to the amazing folks at Nomad who've been updating like crazy, apparently working day and night over there, or maybe they have a team of elves helping them, but they've just been, every bug we find, they squash, every glitch we find, they fix, every little feature we think of that could improve things, they put in there. Just amazing. And now, today is again, a historic day. The thing has been released as the official release of Fury of Dracula. And here to commemorate this momentous occasion with me is, I believe, a newer member, Mystios. I'm calling him Old Misty here because that's what I like to do. But yeah, Old Misty, why don't you join me on a voice chat and introduce yourself?
Yes, JB
Wha-
Philly, thank you very
Whoa.
much for
Well,
inviting
oh
me
no,
to.
no, who, what, how could this be? I've heard this voice before. I've heard these dulcet Scottish tones before. Could this actually be the one, the only, the guy that I actually? I'm not sure if I've ever played before, but the one, the only Roscoe, who's apparently a pillar of the Fury of Dracula community under a false name.
It is I,
Ah!
you
Sorry for
fools! It was
screaming.
I all along.
Well, would you look at
Yeah,
that?
well, the worst kept secret in the world. There you go. Yeah, hello everybody. It is I. I came on because my last account it got deleted, and then I couldn't re-sign and log back in, so I had to create a new. And jumped on. Actually, just jumped on the day of um, signing up for this Immortal tournament.
Hmm.
Um, Scott Sword had actually said to me that Snuffleupagus had been wanting to play, but there was an odd number of players, so he wasn't able to. So I'd said, well, look, if he wants to play, I can jump in to make up the pair, and he did, and here we are.
Well, look
So
at that. What
don't
a
plan to
dramatic
get back
tale
into it.
of wandering in the wilderness, of being lost to the world, of re-emerging at the critical moment, like a hero from out of the mists. And here you
I mean,
are.
you can make a yeah, you could make a movie out of this. I mean, it's that
I
kind of
mean,
story, you know.
absolutely Oscar bait right there.
Oh,
Well,
all day long.
so yeah, so this is again a very very exciting day, very exciting occasion because we are again playing the first game ever played, at least by non-nomad players in the Immortal update. So for this occasion, I've enabled the house rules about sliding the trail before moving. The Dracula can't see Dracula markers. If you're interested, we can certainly turn on some of the other ones, like the Dark Call drawing the event cards and so forth. But I'll leave that up to you if you're inclined to do that or not. Any feelings on that?
No, we'll leave it as it is. I
Okay.
think that's yeah. We'll keep us, and certainly just one as well to laud there to follow you. The work that developers have done in this has been, I mean, second to none. The guys have been on it, as you said. Any requests that have been put through, they've expedited it, and hat off to Nomad. They've really done well, and obviously the back of that is the community that's grown since I was first here to what it is now is chalk and cheese, and everyone in the community is fantastic. They want the best for the game and the best for the gameplay, and here we are. So yeah, indeed, what a momentous day.
Yeah, it's great to see it. So yeah. With that, why don't we get underway? Do you have any side preference? Which team you'd like to play?
Well, I play terrible as hunters, as everyone knows, so I wouldn't mind being Dracula.
Okay, well, yeah, that works. I've been playing Dracula quite a bit recently, so I ought to keep fresh on the hunters. And yeah, well, hopefully your mysterious ways of disguising yourself and vanishing and reappearing will not pretend your performance as Dracula here, because I'd love to win this historic game if I can.
Well, yeah, or it goes the other way where I lose, and now I realise that I'm bad at both factions.
Oh
So
well,
either
yeah,
way, one of us will be happy and one of us will be crying. But what a day!
that's the way of it. That's the way of it. Yeah.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
All right. Okay, let's have a look. So the Mina start in Madrid, hey?
Yeah, the old superhero
Hmm.
start.
Okay, let's try something here. We're underway.
Okay, and we're off to the races. Getting me some nice little items here. Okay. Boy, a lot of Dracula events. Sure hope there's no
Ooh.
hoax. Oh, amazing, amazing hand on Mina already.
Oh, I'm worried now. Typical luck, honestly.
Yep. Holy bullets.
Only the tank is.
So yeah, so
Somewhere
just
in
I
the
mean,
world.
while we're in week one and nothing much is happening, I guess I can. So I've the reason why obviously like I would have recognized your voice even if I didn't actually know that it was you getting on the call here. Is that you have been in? Well, I think when I came on to the Fury of Dracula scene, which was actually right around a year ago, it didn't seem like you were playing a lot of games at that point, and you were commenting a lot of videos with Scott Sword. So I kind of knew
Mhm.
your voice from his videos, and he always talked about you like an old hand at this. But I never actually kind of saw you in the mix, looking for games and so forth. And well, I'll let you take your turn. But yeah, I was curious what your history was with Fury of Dracula, how long you've been playing, how long you've been playing digital, and yeah.
Yeah, I was right. I think I participated in the first tournament that Scott Sword had set up. And that was quite a long. That was a long tournament. I think and kind of as you know, the games take up a lot before you know it. So after that, I took a break, and really just work and life got in the way where I didn't have the spare sort of hours each week to just jump on or to plan a game, and I didn't want
Sure.
to let people down by joining a tournament and then not being able to commit to it. So yeah, I was out of that, but I was able to jump on and do some commentary. So I've been playing Fury since board game edition 3.
Okay.
I've got board game edition 4, and then I joined the Discord in 2019, which was very fortuitous considering how the world closed down the following year.
Well, so
And that was
did
really
the
how
digital edition actually exist that long ago?
I think it was 2019. Yeah, I'm sure it was, or 2020. It
Okay.
was. I joined it. I joined it through COVID anyway. That's because when I looked at it, I bought the fourth edition. Obviously, then we couldn't have people round and board games, and I
Yeah.
thought I can't remember. I think it was. I think as most people seem to cite, it was. I'd watched Will Wheaton's channel, who was
Okay.
speaking about the board game side, and then it came up somewhere else about the digital version being around. I thought, oh right, okay. And then I downloaded it, started playing it, and it's funny. When I joined, there was Quincy, there was Mr. Green, and maybe a handful of others, but
Huh.
it wasn't like now where people jump on and you can pick who you want to play. So we almost had it was a choice of between the three of us who we're going to play this week, and then it was like, oh, it's Mr. Green again, great. But that's all we had. So we played that, and then obviously Quincy's videos were going out, and then more and more they started to grow, which was great. Quincy and I did a game with Tom from Nomad, which he
Okay.
put on his channel, and that was to try and try and push the game and the community. Yeah, and I say to where it is now for where it was, it's just fantastic to see it grow so much. Um,
Well,
so
cool.
yeah, it was really good to see.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine being part of this. Oh, and look at this here in the chat, spectating. We have for this historic occasion, we have one of the makers of it.
Ah, excellent. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, just again, Eredra, Debelly are it seems like the two main developers who've been active on the Discord with updating us. Although they did ping somebody else, I think James, someone who I had never seen comment on the Discord, but was apparently a big part of this too. So just again, can't praise all the folks at Nomad enough. They've obviously just been really dedicated to this. I can tell it's a labor of love as well as a day job for them. And just as somebody who's always kind of looking around for things to fix and improve and processes and software and so forth. I personally really appreciate the approach that they took, and again, just the efforts that they put into this have been so appreciated by this small but vigorous community. And yeah, when this video comes out, they'll be able to hear us talking even more about how great they are.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I can't do any more than second that as well. You're absolutely right. I don't know the ins and outs of how you even begin to do this, but certainly it's they've really committed to the community and the community's committed to them. So it's a great symbiosis of friendship here. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and hopefully this brings more and more people to the table. I mean, obviously now
Yeah,
you've got, I think, what, 5 or 6 YouTubers that frequently post games, which is
yeah,
always good for the game and for exposure, which is fantastic.
yeah, quite a few. I can't even. It's to the point where I can't even name them all.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
yeah. So I guess yeah, you've been in this game for quite a while too. I myself, I got the board game. It would have been the fourth edition back in I think 2016. It was when it came back into print because I had heard
Hmm.
about Fury of Dracula probably from some board gaming friends in real life, and I yeah, I thought it would be fun to try. And then, of course, the third edition had gone out of print. It was very overpriced. I wasn't going to pay $100+ for it. And finally, that fourth edition came out, and I think maybe it was 2017 because I kind of remember using like an Amazon gift card that my employer gave out around Christmas to part of that to buy it. So maybe that was 2017.
Oh,
Either way, I think before
yeah.
digital edition, and I just played quite a bit, like a lot of people did. Um, on the physical game, and we didn't know anything about, horse economy, horse meta, all the, hunters were just kind of moving randomly and supplying at night and all the things that you aren't supposed to do. And so I kind of played with friends on and off, and we always had fun, but it was always kind of like, okay, well, Dracula's so overpowered, so we always kind of had to give the hunters a break and do, a bit reckless and aggressive things to try to give them a chance. Um, and And finally, I think it was it was spring of 2023 or maybe February of 2023. I had a couple of a friend was back in town who had played before leaving town, and after the game, I kind of thought, maybe I should look up some strategies for this game and just kind of see what people online are saying about how to play more efficiently and so forth. And I
Hmm.
went on YouTube and there's a digital edition. Had no idea. And as is often the case, I found some of Quincy Morris's videos, some Scott Swords, and it just went from there. I realized, I've been doing everything wrong. I don't know what horse economy is, and yeah, then I was off to the races. Joined the digital community about a year ago in May 2023, and the rest is history, I guess.
Well, it's always a welcome to every person again. Yeah, it's people that are start, and then the good thing is people bring friends along and they start to grow. It just grows organically from people watching it and what they want to do. Um, I mean, the beauty of this game is it's just there's no rhyme or reason to how. Of course, there is meta, but there is no rhyme or reason how you want to play. You can play how you want to. So it's not a linear game where you have to follow this if you want to win. It's a 3-in-1 game as well, from the deduction, the combat, and everything else. Um, and it really just gives you that flexibility that it's not an easy game to pick up and win, but you commit to it and you put the time in, and it just keeps rewarding you. It really
Yeah,
does. It's just really good with that. So
it really does have a
um,
lot of depth. And that's kind of part of what initially attracted me to it was the mix of deduction along with kind of combat strategy. And this is one game where initially when I learned about kind of horse economy and all these new meta things, it felt a bit like min maxing and like, oh, okay, we're kind of like finding ways to break the game and play it in ways it wasn't meant to be played, and that might take the fun out of it in some way. I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of my mindset in terms of a lot of games. I kind of like the I guess like the wacky aspect, like the stories that can come out of it. Like take a game like
mhm.
Betrayal at the House on the Hill, for example, where you're just kind of like screwing around and it's not balanced at all. It's not meant to be. It's just supposed to generate a bunch of fun, goofy stories. And in a lot of ways, I've kind of been treating Fury of Dracula that way. But once I did engage with this new meta, it really did open up a new depth of strategy, and it's just become this incredibly sophisticated and deep game where obviously there's a lot of luck in terms of what cards you draw, but just the strategic depth of it has really just grown the more we play it, and it hasn't gotten stale or run out of things to offer at all.
No, no, and again, I like it the fact where it's similar if you're playing. chess in real life or poker or something, you start to pick up on players' tales and how they play, and so players have to change up how they play and their strategy, because if they keep, unintentionally, you just kind of fall into, this is how I go into combat and I always play this, and people start to pick up on that. So you've got to keep adapting your game to keep ahead of the opponent, and the opponent's got to try and guess what you have. And it's so many intricacies into the game which just make it fantastic, but it also makes it infuriating. There's times where the game is yours won and done and dusted, and all of a sudden two cards get played and Dracula's dead or the hunters lose, and there's no, until the final screen comes up, nobody can guarantee that it's a win. I've seen so many games where, as you say, defeat's been taken from the jaws of victory and vice versa, because you just can't you can't look away for a minute. You've got to keep focused on it. So it's been a great adaptation of the board game. And again, playing with people like yourself, Scott, so these guys, all the guys in the community, actually, it's like playing with friends, which is, it's not a voiceless, faceless username on the other side of the screen. We engage, we discuss, we have a joke, there's banter, and that makes it as well. So can't say enough about it.
Oh yeah. Great community too. It's been, I think part of it is that it really just helps having a small community. Obviously, in some cases, online communities can get a bit of a reputation as not maybe the nicest places, but this one, maybe it's just that it's small, but I hope that it can stay this way as it, again, hopefully grows. But it's just been really great, really positive. Everybody is always very eager to come on and help new players kind of learn the ropes of the game, because it is a game, as we may have referred to, with a hell of a learning curve on it. And it can be a pretty intimidating thing if you're coming on as a new player. If the existing players were sort of like, oh, learn on your own, come in here and just be ready to get beaten up, I think that would put a lot of people off. But we've been the opposite. Everyone was very helpful to me and willing to coach me after games. Here's why I kicked your ass so thoroughly and what you did wrong. And that sort of thing has just been great for building the community.
It is, and there's no fun for anybody if people come in, they want to try it, they're new to it, and then they get absolutely hammered, because depending on the person, some people might take that as, right, well, I'm going to play a game and get really good at this and come back and beat you, but others might just think, oh, do you know what, this is too, I don't want to play in this, I want to just have more of a joy. So it's like, when Scott Sword joined myself from Warecraft, kind of, that's how I got in contact with Scott Sword, started chatting. And then we were like, right, well, if you want to do some practice games, or if there's anything you're not sure about, because none of us jumped on and were experts. We all have to start somewhere. So it's only fair. And the best way to get the most competitive playing field is everyone is at the same level of knowledge, not necessarily the same level of tactic and strategy, but they know the game enough to go, right, I know how to play this. And then it comes down to how they want to do it. And then you get more games which are 2 hours, 5 weeks, or exciting from start to finish, as opposed to, nobody wants to watch somebody just destroying one player game after game, because what's the point of that? I'm a Chicago Bears fan and I'm used to that, so we don't have that. We don't have that in game side as well. I already suffer for my love in real life. I don't do it in a game as well.
An unexpected classic American sports reference from the other side of the pond. Yeah, that's very true. Again, just having a great community is such a big part of why this game is so much fun. And again, this great pack of YouTubers that we have, folks who record games and upload them, oftentimes with fantastic, hilarious comedy. Looking at you, Strider and Captain Gyro and folks like that, making some really entertaining videos. Yeah, it's just been a great little online community to be part of. And this is a game that, it's interesting too, in a lot of ways is designed for a big group to play, like a 4 versus 1 sitting around a table. And that is how I played it for the first years that I was playing it. But strategically, I think that it has a lot more depth to it when you are doing a 1v1. You have full access to all the information of the hunters. And so it's a bit of two different experiences. Do you want that very social experience where you kind of all are sitting around the table, putting your heads together? Or do you want that really, really deep strategic pursuit where you're fully engaged, have all the information, just firing on all cylinders? And both are really fun. But the obviously the ones that generate online content, of course, are then the 1v1, mostly 1v1 games. Okay, Rufus Smith. Now, do I search? I have not drawn a newspaper yet, which is frustrating. Um,
Yeah,
do I
yeah.
search another city? Rule out an extremity. I might just go ahead and search Naples here. No, not in Italy. This is another thing. I've never really played against you, I don't think. So I don't know what your style is. I don't know where you're likely to be, and if you're even somebody who's likely to use the common starting locations or what.
Well, that's a mystery.
Oh, hey, Jonathan Harker. Perfect. I
Oh,
will
there you
keep
go.
you, my man. So, if you did start in an extremity, I'll probably not be discovering or not be disarming your first encounter. But what can you do?
And to take point on what you said, no, you're absolutely right. There's one of those where, uh, depending on how you are as a player, do you want to have? There's the old saying, isn't it, that a horse is a camel's a horse designed by committee, and you can have one of those where, yes, the group games are fantastic, and as Dracula, I loved playing against one hunter player per hunter, so 4 against 1, because I would just sit back and you just listen to them, almost being on the right track, talking
Mm,
themselves out of it, getting back on track, talking themselves out of it, and Dracula's just sitting there like, okay, well, I hope you listen to player B because that's going to take you further away from me. So you're relying on who's the alpha in that group that can dissuade them from coming one way or the other. And then as hunters, you're on the other side of the trail where you're like, guys, look, listen to me. I think he must have gone this way because of X, Y, Z. And of course, you don't want to get into a fight with people you don't know. But on the same token, you want to win the game.
yeah,
So and then I agree with you. The board game 1-on-1 is very difficult because then obviously you've got the 4 hunters in front of you. You've got multiple event cards, multiple item cards. You're having to chop and change and all this stuff with it. Obviously here you've got the prompts, which makes it much easier. But when you are 1-on-1, yeah, you've got to make sure you know exactly who's got what, when to use it, when not. Obviously, you don't get the Dusk or Dawn prompts in the board game, so you've got to keep your eye on that.
yeah. Well, actually, that's
Um,
one thing that's changed in this new update now is that Dracula no longer gets that information from the Dawn and Dusk prompts. Okay, Toulouse. So interesting. Not exactly a typical extremity location, and there you go. That's what can happen when you're playing against a player that you don't know very well. They can do unexpected things like this. I never would have scanned Toulouse, that's for sure. But yeah, those 4v1 games, it's just an absolute blast. Love to play them. They do take more mental stamina, I think, partly just because they drag on for longer. All the discussions and things that happen do make them take quite a bit longer. Um, But yeah, still just a ton of fun when you can get the group together. Obviously, with timing, that's one great thing about this digital edition is it just makes it pretty easy to get a game in less than 2 hours and
mhm.
just kind of have a good time without having to commit a whole day to it or having to coordinate the schedules of 5 different people. And just yeah, the ability to easily find 1v1 opponents has just opened things up and made it possible also just for us to go down deeper rabbit holes of strategy. We've played so many games, way more than ever could have been played in the physical board game, and just learned all kinds of things about strategy and meta about that. The meta has developed. We've learned what works, what doesn't, what kinds of things different players might adjust, and how then to adjust to those. Yeah, it's been really cool. But again, those around the table 4 person or 5 person games I think are still kind of the classic Fury of Dracula experience for me. It's just a matter of when does real life allow that to happen. A
Mhm.
misdirect, my God, that is unusual. Okay, the hunt is on now, so we'll probably be running our mouths a little bit less about random background things. And I'm going to try to focus all my mental resources on seeing what's up with this vampire and his trail.
And there's when any actions at dawn, renewed vigor, consecrated ground.
Oh yeah, clearly time for that. Yeah, but the fact that those prompts no longer exist, that's definitely a big nerf to Dracula, which is good because well yeah, Dracula also got some significant buffs with the way the game works in this new
Hmm.
meta. Okay,
So
to
you
lose. So you could be quite a
you
distance
played
from
Digital for
there.
a year. Do you, in your honest opinion, do you think the Hunters are more OP than Dracula based on the 4v1, the cards they have? What's your honest, or do you think it's level? Or I mean, obviously it comes down to the skill of the player. But what was your first thought on that when you had it?
Um, it's interesting because we have seen in tournaments that the win ratio in past tournaments has come out to like very close to 50-50. And that of course suggests that things are really well balanced. But one thing that Viskacek, another prominent member of our community, has pointed out, has kind of said to me that I think is really true, is like hunters are really OP in a lot of ways, and I think that can somehow be true even though there is this 50-50 win rate. I think part of it is that hunters have so many powerful game-changing events that they will get no matter what as long as they supply enough. On which God. Sorry. 13. On that subject, this deck has been pretty harsh to me so far, so I think I like my odds of. Aha! Here we go. See, I've always been a big fan of a judicious night supply. And now, where
Yeah.
might you have gone, my old man? Didn't draw any local rumors of evil presence. I'm gonna check Bordeaux, and I'm gonna check Strasbourg. Okay, no Bordeaux, no Strasbourg. So you went to Marseille, or you went to Geneva. Maybe you went to Paris or not. You will search. Ah. Okay, well, now you know my entire hand. That's not a bad Wolves outcome. But yeah, that's kind of the big imbalance between the factions here. Is that the Hunters can just supply, and they will, in most cases, get most, if not all, of their clear out front. Most, if not all, of their powerful events. Whereas Dracula is just highly unlikely to get his, and that I think is the big pivotal thing, because the Hunters with renewed vigor, consecrated ground, like a combo there, can kind of kill Dracula from like halfway across the board in some cases. And there's just nothing that Dracula has that rivals that kind of power. So it does make Hunters feel kind of OP. But at the same time, we do have this 50-50 win rate, so I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, I think it is interesting how it's done. And of course, the thing as well, and I don't know about you, when we play with real people, real opponents in the board game, night supplying becomes almost like a kind of, go on, night supply, see if you get it. Yeah, do you know what? I will. And then the board game, and obviously in digital game, especially in tournaments, I understand, there's less kind of, all right, I'll try it. Unless, like you say, you kind of go, well, if we work at the odds, let's try it and see. But the risk of giving Dracula a card, whereas Scott Sword and I did a tier video a while back, and it was weighing up where we place both for Hunters and Dracula, where we place the cards, how, and even just by looking at it, you could see there was probably, we were struggling to fill Dracula's S tier, whereas Hunters, you could have put another 2 in there, So, and again, it's Fury of Dracula, so it's one of those where I think it's more just finding out, is the game about Dracula wanting to actually be aggressive and take out the Hunters, or does he flee for them and try and run out? I'm torn with that. Sometimes I like to try and, if you can get 2 deaths on a Hunter and you get a mature, you kind of win the game if it's sort of second week, or it can be dragging on where you're just hoping that they don't find the trail. But the Hunters are the less time they have to actually find the items they want and the events they want, the more chance Dracula has of it is actually doing danger to them. Which is easier in your mind's eye to say and do than actually when the game starts and you go, oh, well, that's just ruined all my plans. I'll need to be reactive to this. So yeah, it's all a back and forward really, but yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Mr. Green.
Oh, Mr. Green! Oh, gee, Mr. Green, we were speaking about you. Yes, myself and Mr. Green, we played. Oh my god, I tried to think how many games we played back in the day. It was just constant. Game again? Yeah, okay.
Okay, now after Claremont, you could have gone to Geneva. Ah, interesting. Wasn't where I expected Geneva to be on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. So now Seward. Okay, so you went Claremont. Did you go not Paris, Geneva? Okay, so from Geneva, you could have wolfed to, well, quite a lot of places. Let's
Yeah,
write them down.
it's a nice location to go from.
Hmm. Okay, now we find out if there's been some sort of a trap laid. I don't think it's possible. No. Um, okay, so now let's see. This vampire must be. Well, I have to deal with Claremont. Okay.
Of course, we always skip through the day, let them waste the night supply any item searching.
Oh yeah. Ah. Okay. Do I risk it again? Yeah, fuck it. Ah! Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck off. Have you been using the same hack codes that Scott Sword uses? Oh, this is,
Nice.
bonjour.
Bonjour. And soon to be
Bonjour.
hola, if I interpret your intended course of action correctly. Okay, well Van Helsing, you can do some trading, can't you? Who's that going to be with? Um, actually, eh, oh well. Ooh, that's unfortunate. The hell with it. You can see my hand.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, no white ones on Mina then, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, made the decision a little bit easier.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, loving Jonathan here. What a guy. What a man.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's hope that. Oh, it got me. I was just gonna say, I hope the loss of those tickets doesn't get me, but it did.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
What are you gonna do? Can't win them all.
Yeah. Okay. So we know means mistake. Yeah. I've seen her events, so that's good. Okay.
Should I risk it again? No, probably not. Nice.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, as you may be realising now, my opening hand was shite, for want of a better word.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. Oh, well, there's a nice use of a hoax to eat up a steak.
Okay, good, good. Right.
That's true. Yeah, hoax, saboteur, wolves, spy. Nothing too top tier. I mean, a spy. I'm a big fan of a spy. It's a powerful card, but nothing
The
else
spy is
really.
good. Yeah, yeah, the spy is good.
Out of curiosity, like, if you did have the hoax, I'm assuming at least one hoax, maybe two, in your opening hand. Did that not make you more tempted to go to an extremity like a Bari or an Athens or an Amsterdam? Try to mature a
I
hoax.
didn't have it. No, I'd started before it
Oh,
wasn't
you
in my
didn't have
opening
them.
hand.
Okay, that's a bummer.
No. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, it would have been right. Okay, Athens, here we come.
Hmm. Big fan of a double hoax myself, especially you kind of protect one of them with the saboteur. Really just slow the hunters down and make it
Hmm.
tough for them to get them both. Updated as layers. Yeah, there's a tab that tells me. Ooh, okay. There's a tab that tells me what all the layers are. Now by process of elimination, I'm guessing that your starting location before Toulouse was not, but I'm not sure about that, and of course you won't tell me, but that's my guess.
Well, no, I couldn't be in Toulouse. I couldn't be in Nantes and Toulouse. There's two roads between them.
Oh shit, you're right, of course. Oh, so it was Barcelona or Zaragoza, right? Of course. I'm stupid.
Uh, let's see. Let's see what we can see. Yeah, that's there. Yeah, the main thing, one of the biggest changes I enjoyed when I saw Nomadus was changing the trail, sliding off first before Dracula moves.
Mm,
Huge.
yeah,
It's been a
really
huge thing.
changes things.
It opens up Dracula's strategy. It really does, and it makes hunters think because previously you had to make sure as Dracula you weren't going to put yourself into a cul-de-sac because you can't go back. Oh, there's a damn
Balls.
shame
Yeah,
it just worked.
that spy is still hurting me. Oh, okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Now, okay, now, okay, now I know what to do with that. Okay, good. Finally. All right. Yeah, so I guess well, obviously the level of chatter gets a lot lower once the game is underway and things get more interesting, but I hope this is still making for interesting watching. And yeah, it is pretty cool that we've got Mr. Green, we've got a Redra in the chat.
Right, there we go. Okay. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. So, had you been au fait with YouTube before, JB Philly, with this, or was this your first sort of venture into it by doing these? Or have you had stuff on your channel before?
No, there's only one video on my channel prior to Fury of Dracula stuff, which is just of a bikepacking trip that I did locally. And yeah, then I just kind of inspired by Scott Sword and the others, and wanting to record some of my tournament games actually in last fall's League of Dracula. That was when it started. But no, really, yeah, not done anything with it before. And I am, still planning to make more of those kind of outdoorsy adventure type videos. But this has just been, it's so quick and easy. God damn, these horses! These horses!
I would ditch them, mate. That horse is overrated. I would ditch the horses. Get some weapons in your hand. I would just get rid of them. I really would.
Well, I'll just defang this lair before you can do anything worse to me with it. Move him back there. Oh, alright, I can live with that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So it says on there I updated my layers, but it just cancelled one. Right, okay.
Oh, Hayden Santander. Okay. Hoo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right.
Another stake. Okay.
Well, enjoy your cards. Maybe you'll
Oh,
finally get
good.
some good ones.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've laid down all the shit ones in the hand, so all that's left in the deck is the good ones.
Yeah, that's what I've got to be afraid of, is all the good stuff's coming out now.
The more you burn your stakes, the more I can bring up my children. Oh, you've got a...
Yep, no health for you.
Okay. I'll take some off you as well. Okay. Nice.
Now, I'm sure this is probably an aristocratic, but gotta be safe. Yep, there it is. Better safe than sorry. A night fight there would have ended in me not killing the vampire and getting damaged, so I think I made the right choice.
And that shows you on the trail when I got the first vampire, was from Marseille.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah,
What luck.
it was a shit show for the start, but I enjoyed the travel. I got a bit of sunshine in Spain, and I got to speak to some friends in France. So it's just, you got to make of it what it is.
Yeah. It's a lovely, lovely tour around Southern Europe there. Beautiful this time of year too.
Right. Let's see if. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed those prompts that Nomad have taken away are fantastic as well. Because after each one, Godalming's breathed in, Godalming's breathed out. You're like, right, okay, can we just, yeah. It's like, I know what he's doing. And it's like, right, okay, yeah. Nah.
Fair
Nope.
enough.
Do a night search.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, now.
Okay, you didn't have a stake. That was good.
At least if I did, I did not reveal it.
This is true. Yes, this is true.
But truth be told, I was not expecting a vampire here, so.
Right, let's see. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Unfortunately, no plotting's in my hands, so that couldn't be done.
Hmm. Well, that's if true, a valuable piece of information to have.
Oh.
Of course, Dracula, not necessarily a man known for his honesty.
Now, people say that he's just misunderstood.
Misunderstood, if you will.
Misunderstood.
That's what I'm here for, folks. It's those puns.
That's it. Okay, I think. Okay, let's see. Are you trying to stay to fight, or are you trying to escape? Let's have a look.
Nice.
He's escaping. Okay.
I did consider
Yeah.
trying to hit you, but didn't want to get too greedy in a night fight. Not especially not against a new vampire. Those things are hard to kill in the daytime.
Stuart's got the stake. Van Helsing is muted his.
Okay.
Here comes a Godalming escape route stake combo.
Okay. Well,
Right.
only
Let's
a few
see what
places
we
you
got.
can be. Let's see if you're.
Yeah, I'll smell you later.
Yeah, I figured. I think that's the I think that is the correct choice on your part.
One should never overstay is welcome.
Yeah, overstaying welcome in Spain is a major cause of Dracula deaths. One of the leading causes, actually. I think the CDC put out some stats on that.
That's it. I was reading the WHO report. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, well, we know what he has, so that's because I hate it.
Yep, that's the move. Try to get a couple damage in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass that he heals 2 at night, so although you have to claw it and that, well, no, yeah. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Come on, new vamp.
Yeah,
I have
true.
fired you.
If you're lucky, you might be able to do as much as 4 damage. Oh, there's step 1.
Okay.
Nice. It was the fact that you'd mentioned earlier that you would have played plotting if you could that made me think, yeah, I might as well just go ahead and play a punch.
Yeah. I thought you might dodge now, thinking that yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's always that 50-50. Ah! The other one. Jeez Louise.
Do no damage though, it's just prolonging our date.
Yeah. Didn't figure you'd be likely to have the other plotting too.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Yep, can't win them all. Believe me, I've had a lot, like I said, I've been playing as Dracula quite a lot recently, and I've had so many disappointing ambushes where I just could not draw the combat hand I needed.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing again, it's like, the hunters know what they're walking into a battle with. And with Dracula, you're just relying on whatever gets thrown out, and that's it. As many a time you kind of go, I need this, where you just can't you can't engineer what you're given. So
yeah,
but yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, very much so. You can ambush and not know if you're going to get the hand that you need or if you're just going to end up with garbage that gets your vampire killed. I've actually had that happen where I ambush thinking maybe I'll get a point or two, and then all I draw is escapes and plottings, and the hunter kills me.
Oh yeah.
That's always pretty painful.
That. 2 escapers bats, escapers missed. The hunters are revealed they both got knives and rifles, and you're like, right, well that's a shit show. And then why don't you just throw a crucifix in there as well, just to make it really nice. Okay. He's not checking there. I'm not a fan of the wreaths.
Okay, let's see what you got for me. Oh, well, would you look at that? Okay, I squeaked away once. Let's see if I can't do it again.
Right. Come on, Reckless. God damn it. You're an embarrassment to me, siring all these useless individuals. Okay.
Yeah, kids these days, right? They just don't do it like they did back in the 16th century.
That's it. This Gen 4, they've got no idea what they should be doing. They don't respect or subservience at all.
Yeah, wouldn't know a Turk from a I'm trying to think of something that sounds like Turk.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, going deep with the historic Dracula references there. I'm sure our nerdy audience will appreciate that. Oh, gee, dang it, that makes things a little tougher.
Well, it's funny. I don't know if you saw Quincy did. It was actually really fun. Quincy on his channel did what's the game you guys? Oh, Jeopardy. Did you see that one? He did a Fury of Dracula.
Oh, I saw it. I didn't have a chance to watch it. But yeah.
And it was really good. But unfortunately, my letdown was how quickly you could type in the answers.
Oh.
I said, You know, if you look up Luddite in the dictionary, it's a picture of me looking the wrong way, and I just couldn't type my answers quickly. But the one that I did get right was when was the date of the book and the game set chronologically, and because I read the book, I was like, oh, I know this one, and I could just type in 4 numbers. So I think I got one right. I was like, thank you, Mr. Trebek. I'll take having a great time and losing for 300.
Yeah. I couldn't. I know that the book was set in the 1890s sometime. I think late 1890s, but or at least it was released then. But yeah, and then it kind of starts. I think Jonathan Harker's journals start in May, and then they kill Dracula sometime in September.
Yeah, it's great.
But I
It's
couldn't tell you
great.
the year. Whew.
Oh, okay. Okay. You don't want to reveal those 2 in your hand.
Well, knowledge is power. You know, the less of it,
Absolutely.
less of it you have, the better.
Well, let's just hope you play a Heavenly Host now.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. Just the 2 with the mesmerise, thankfully.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good to know.
Still, that's two
Good to know.
two more I don't have to worry about during the daytime.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Oof.
Ah,
I kind of thought you might have another Fangs. I don't know. Something in the tone of your voice made me think, does he have another Fangs up his sleeve? But so I didn't want to escape. But yeah, you just never know. Never know how this is gonna go.
uh,
Oh, good. Well, I could have killed that thing. That's too bad. If I played a knife again.
yeah, I was worried there. I was like, oh, again, thinking of the cards here, and I thought I could do with strength here to try and take out. Only had the 1, but no, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, good thing is we've got some time to deal with that. Now the
Yeah.
question though is, do I just let the Madrid one go? Do I even deal with any of this nonsense? Huh. Huh. Well, I suppose you can still rumor. Oh no, but if you're still at sea, you won't be able to rumor the Alicante one. And if you don't go to sea, then I can pretty much know where you are. Ah, maybe I should let this Madrid one go. Yeah. Okay, Van Helsing, you are doing what? Oh, you are doing this trade. That's what you're doing. You can heal. Okay, well let's see. Let's see where you're going. Get it? God, I'm sure
Today's
people
program
love
is brought
this.
by the letter C and the number 5.
Well, that's more of a Snuffleupagus reference there.
Yeah.
I guess that's your teammate, the Transatlantic Transylvanians.
That's it. Who Plug is playing later on this evening? Well, 1800 UTC against Pirate Joe.
That's
I'll
coming
be
up.
watching
Yeah,
that.
that's in less than 2 hours, I think.
Oh, I better hurry up and lose this game.
Yeah, we have been moving at a snail's pace with all the chit chat, I guess, but no worries there. Makes for good content,
No, that's
hopefully.
good. Yeah. Right, let's see. Do we want to? I think we do.
Oh, ready with the wolf form. Well, would you look at that?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay.
Well, that was a bit of a bet. Maybe I shouldn't have made, but that's all right.
If it makes you feel better, I did contemplate that, so I'm glad I didn't now.
Always should. Always should. Look at that.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, and now I know your location. Not bad. Wish I had supplied earlier, but. Okay, let's just go deal with this nonsense. Yeah, a bit of a waste of a renewed vigor, to be honest. Because if I just supplied once, I would have found out so much.
Mm. Again, it played well because I was also contemplating doing a wolf from shimmy shimmy back into Spain and land in Geneva and land in Granada, hoping he would
Mm,
leave. So
yeah,
that evil presence would have maybe it would have been last. It would have just been 1-on-1 with Seward. But if you've got CG in your pocket, then that's death for me. So
yeah, yeah. No, Granada is never a place you should wolf form to unless CG has somehow already been played. That's just like you
yeah.
said, it's just sure death. Cool.
Okay.
Gotta maximize my stake economy here.
Mm.
Ugh, well, that was absolutely a waste of a renewed vigor. But at least I know your location and your wolf forms on the trail, so there's that.
Yeah, yeah.
This is risky. Hey, paid off.
Dear, I hate to say. I mean, yeah, it's good. Well played.
Yeah, I mean the odds were still in my favor, but not quite so much as they were earlier.
Mm.
Again, not risks that I would take in a league game probably, but this just being a friendly.
No, no.
I like to yell though. But yeah, the fact that I burned a whole renewed vigor and speedy telegraph all to find out stuff that I could have found out with a evil presence. Well, I guess not strictly because I wouldn't have had people in place, but so actually that wasn't a total waste because the evil presence only completed my search once I had done most of it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it would have been
yeah.
unhelpful. Hmm. Now you really have made things annoying with the layers here. Can't get out of Spain without jumping on one.
Okay, well, let's try again.
This again.
Yeah, surely. The law of averages, or I'm just doing the definition of madness. We'll see. Good thing is,
I
Godama's
mean,
healed since the last time, so.
yeah, a little damage right now could take him out of commission in terms of being able to attack you soon.
Okay.
All right.
For a layer, that's not bad.
No, not at all. Particularly if the deck's going to reshuffle soon, you can always shuffle that vampire back in. Now, the question is,
Mm.
do I let you have these points? I don't think I want your wolf form coming back, so.
I'm sure I recall you saying you were going to let Madrid go.
Well, that was before the wolf
Can
form.
we check the recording back?
That was before the wolf form. You know, things have changed. I've altered the deal.
Yeah. Right, well, let's see. No, anything? No, right, okay. Come on, redeem yourself before you go to the afterlife. Maybe not. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. They dodge.
Ah, you finally got it.
Yay! Well, shame it's not at night, but okay.
Yeah,
Let's
take what you can
see.
get.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh, there's one. Okay. Nice. Save 2 damage.
Okay. Oh well.
Yeah, I figured there was no
Alright.
downside to me playing a knife because I'm taking 2 damage from claws regardless.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
might as well. If you had played the fangs, then it would work out even better.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too
Okay.
bad. Yeah, I hate to, I spent a lot of time, a lot of turns killing these things, but in this case, I just don't want you to have the wolf form back. That's my main motivation.
Oh, Island Hopper Van Helsing building up his
Yeah, he's
morale.
just a sailor.
Very good.
Okay, wasn't Venice.
Alas, fairly well. We barely knew you. Oh,
Probably not another.
okay.
Oh, well, that's a shame. That's a real shame.
That's it. Through those stakes. Okay.
Yeah, what's the stake situation? Oh, all 4 of them, but pile reshuffles. So, and then what's the vampire situation? I've killed 2. Oh, actually, not that many. Yeesh. Still 2 reckless vampires running out there unaccounted for. That is unpleasant. Unpleasant to know. There goes our local rumors. Or not. Okay, you did the safer thing. Didn't go to Florence. Probably smart.
No newspaper reports unless you're holding one in your hand. That's
Oh, that's
crazy.
true. I have not had a single. That is true. Not one single solitary newspaper this whole game.
I
That's
mean, you've
very
pulled
true.
2 hired scouts at night out your ass, so that's been lucky. But yeah,
Yeah.
the newspapers. Wow. Saga on strike. Okay. Let's see. Let's do. I wonder. Yeah. Okay, why not?
Fuck it, why not? I love to hear that. Not only because I'm a big supporter of YOLOing, but also because. Oh, well now! Okay. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
No second recreational vehicles, so that's handy, but you can pretty much get there with them all if you roll well, so...
Yeah, it's gonna come down a lot to the horses, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Look at that garbage.
By the power of Equestria.
Oh, okay, you hit. Okay, okay. Alright, that's alright then. Yeah, well.
Okay, let's try this. So you wait. Yeah, okay. I can expect a card to come up that I think right, but okay.
Well, yeah, you aren't able to check for it, but in this case, I in fact did not have it.
And that's another great thing with the game now. The forewarned has changed, that it's a hunter that goes in with the forewarned.
Yeah.
So that makes it, you're really kind of going, oh, do I do it now? Do I wait? And so yeah, that makes it a much more exciting time to do it.
It can't just be used against anybody, or by any hunter rather.
Okay. I think we'll do. Well, let me think. What has she done? Has she picked up a stake since then? I don't think so. But then doesn't matter. Nah, you know what? She's the last one, so we'll put this one there.
Okay, gotta play this one a bit carefully. So already took 3 damage.
Let's see.
Okay, well, I was hoping for a mesmerize, clearly. Yeesh. Hate to give you a point. Your first one.
Yeah. Alright, okay.
Okay, well, I'll take it. Just gotta find her an appointment with a doctor.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I will take it.
yeah. I fucked up there. I wasn't paying attention. Put the layer on the hide, the tracker on the reckless on the hide instead of the layer. I was like, oh, that would
Oh,
have.
oh, it's a I
So,
didn't. Well, see, I fucked up then too because I didn't even notice that. If I had been paying attention to the trail, I would have realized I didn't have to kill this thing.
right. Let's see. Uh, no. Let's do it for the audience. Come on. Unless you've got
Oh,
another
oh,
idea.
that is what I love to hear, man. That's what I love to hear.
We've got to get. They've listened to our drivel for long enough. It's time to give them a little. And this could be it. Final battle. What's he going to draw? Please be a dogs.
Well, there was a dogs in what I drew. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. Planned ambush. Right. Well, we know what that's going to be because we know he's got that. So let's just. Okay. Try and get a little summon out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like to take the risk of letting a plotting happen.
Let's see.
Mm. It hurts. It
Oh,
hurts,
okay.
but all in all, it
Okay.
could have been worse.
Really don't want to reveal what you've got there, Seward, do you? My spidey senses are saying that perhaps the CG is going to be getting played now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, got old Jonathan still around. Haven't drawn an ally or a surprising
It's
return in so long.
been so long with the yeah. He's just been. Oh, you need me now, do you? Right. Okay. All right. Right. Okay. That's there. That's there. Well, let's. You know what? You know what? We've got to give the crowd what they want.
Oh, I would expect nothing less.
Do 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 do.
Okay. Okay, what do I do here?
Oh,
Hmm.
and the crowd goes mild. Okay. Damn you, Seward.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad, all things considered. Um,
Must apologise to the listeners for my lacklustre combat there. Dracula tried his best, but I couldn't harvest that soul, unfortunately.
Couldn't quite seal the deal. Happens to the best of us.
And there are tablets you can get if you can't perform, but not in this case.
Anyway, yeah, your instincts about the CG, of course, were right. Problem just being, didn't have one.
Right.
In case that weren't obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, not a heroic leave. Then I would have healed first.
Well, yeah, escape route, not a hero at all, I would say.
Well, some heroes know the wisdom of living to fight another day.
Yep. That's it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Come on, be kind to Dracula. Come on, Dracula needs...
Oh! Not a Dracula.
He gets nothing. He gets nothing.
Alright, Mina can heal again, get her up to 5. It's a pretty important benchmark.
Right, how many is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Ah, fuck's it, maybe order is easy. Right, okay. Okay. Get rid of the ocean. And, yeah.
Okay,
A little
he
bit
takes to sea.
A little bit of Captain Drac Sparrow, I think.
He's back.
You're one of the worst pirates I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me. Right, what have we got?
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, this man has freedom of movement once again. And what will he do with that? He found liberty.
Interesting. Stake in the discard pile. Yeah. Right, come on, new vampire. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of
big
this.
money, big money.
God almighty. I'm going to have to kill him with nasty words. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Did he try to run? No.
Not quite yet.
Not yet. Although his age, it will take a while.
Hey, got him.
Joint sounds like bubble wrap. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Van Helsing used excellent weathers to get in and out of. Oh, he did.
Yeah, he went to and from Cagliari with excellent weathers. Really kind of been his thing this game.
Um, 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 um. That one solitary vampire point there could help me when it comes to the weekend.
It really could. That's a crucial point that you got.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, you still have quite a bit of health on you. But at this point, if I can get some hunters onto you, I should be able to knock that out pretty quick. It's just a matter of finding you.
Yeah, I was wondering. I know I was wondering that. It's like, I feel yeah, we know Gdan's got keeping the heavenly host, which is always the fear of the CG, or indeed the anticipated fear, which is just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Okay, and let's. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's another one.
Wrong person to be drawing that. Mm-mm-mm. If only Godalming could have drawn that.
Indeed,
Oh, I
yeah.
suppose Van Helsing's in the wrong city too. He needs to be in Genoa. I'm an idiot. Because imagine if he had drawn that in Genoa. Ugh, I'm so dumb. So dumb.
Right, okay, let's see. What's the state of play? Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what's what.
Okay, moment of truth. Does he move a fourth sea space?
Let's see.
I can't believe that local rumors timing. Just one hunter earlier, or if I had been planning correctly. Okay, he's gone to land, and after without even a wolf form. Oh my, oh my. Okay.
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, yeah. I won't say, but it'll soon be revealed if it's the wrong move or not if you play something. But we'll wait and see. That's what it's all about. It'll keep the listeners happy. Hopefully, they're enjoying the match, and then you've got to play it differently and throw things down for the inaugural.
Sure do. Sure do.
Now, there we go. Okay.
Okay, well that doesn't leave a huge number of possibilities.
Oh, okay. There we go. Whew.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, just the 3 heavenly hosts for the deck. People were moaning, saying, "Why can't each hunter get a heavenly host?" Yeah.
Yeah, well, in this case, I've been through the deck about a time and a half, so pretty well
Yeah, I
stocked on
know.
those.
Yeah.
The CG I did draw from a night supply quite recently, though. Obviously, while you were at sea,
Right.
I guess.
Okay.
Didn't have it prior. Actually, a number of really remarkable cards that I haven't seen a single one of this game. Some of which I can't mention yet. And one of which, obviously, you know, which is newspaper reports.
Yeah, that's been surprising. Okay, well, what have we got here? Oh, well, you know what? Let's do this, and let's do this, and let's do this. There was that debate in the Discord, wasn't there, about CG and whether it was class moving to a city from CG or into a city with CG. I don't know how that debate ended.
Yeah, I didn't quite follow that. I had never understood the rules to mean that you couldn't wolf form out of a city with CG. But
No.
that seems very odd. But I guess maybe the rules, if you literally read them, are that way. But yeah, it's just hard to imagine that the game was intended to be played that way.
Yeah, I mean, it can't. I mean, basically, it just means that you're just locking Dracula into one area, and that's it. Game over. Because it'll never move there. So there is some ambiguity, but I think you would assume that it'd be, you couldn't go into the city that's got CG because it's obviously locked down, but you'd be able to leave one effectively. But
yeah, I'm just realizing I should have played a Heavenly Host on Paris instead of Toulouse and just let you go to Toulouse. Wasn't really thinking there.
Yeah, good. I've already got the achievement Toulouse, but thanks for the thought.
I was thinking more about the triple encounter stack that I'm about to walk face first into.
There's that as well, right enough, yeah. Right, let's see. I assume he's got a forewarned. Yes.
Not that it really matters, but he won't be able to use it again because of the new rule, so may as well.
Okay. Let's have a 4v1 and see what we can do. Yeah, play it safe. You know what? Why the hell not?
One of these boys, huh?
Yeah, try and get another couple,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, we know he's got that. Okay, so. Okay.
Well, it's a shame.
No, you didn't get the script there, JB Philly. I'd say to you that you were about to play the Heavenly Host then. The fans just take him out of that combat. It gets the audience all excited.
Oh.
Anyway. No,
yeah, I wasn't. No. I'm sorry, Coach. Coach? No. Script. So I guess you would be the director in this case. Sorry, director. I'll do better next time.
Yeah. Well, Right. Okay. Well. No EP credits on the movie for you. Did you try and escape now?
I did, like a dum-dum.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
I think you've got your pages in the wrong order, but... Okay. We'll be back after these messages.
Would have been so tiresome to have to fight this thing with both the other hunters.
And the thing is, mate, I had 2 fucking fangs as well, but I thought, well, he's either going to dodge or use a knife, so I should have played the fangs in that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was the one time I knew that you wouldn't play fangs was that round, so I figured the hell with it. Maybe I'll play a plotting and I'll get away with it.
should have. It doesn't make much difference, but may as well get rid of it.
I suppose there's no reason to even reveal that, was there? Yeah, well, might as well tell you now. Mina does have the other Forewarned, but didn't end up mattering.
Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, I think, yeah. Even the 3-on-1, if I'd managed to get one of them away, even the 3-on-1 would have been... Well, for a shit hand in the first week of my start, I'm surprised I got this far. I thought I was going to get jumped on very quickly, but...
Yeah, well, I was right behind you most of the game. I was really hot on your tail, so you didn't have time to build up much of a trail at all. Except in Spain, I guess.
Yeah, that's why Harker was just sitting back having a holiday.
Oh, yeah, Harker was clutch.
We don't need you. Right, have you played your Heavenly Host? Good night, Vienna. Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Not this round.
That's it. Well, it's weird that he's lost his... Right, okay, yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Have they all punched them? Yeah.
Yeah, did the old puncheroo.
Yeah.
Old punch barrage. Of course, now Van Helsing has the option to do something
I didn't even see him. I didn't see it flag up. You had a planned ambush.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I guess I could have mentioned in the spirit of sports huntership.
Normally it comes up to say that.
Oh wait! Oh, so you didn't see a prompt at all? Is that?
No, I don't think so. Unless but no, I think he saboteured and that was it. But no, I'm not sure. I may well have, so we won't worry about it.
Yeah. From my side, I've got the game recorded, but if it for some reason didn't show up on your side, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Au revoir, mon chéri.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Did he?
Hey! Whoop! There it is! Look at this guy, not going down without swinging. Not one to just be sitting on the sidelines, is he? Nope, Mr. Dracula goes down with the fight. That's what you like to see.
Wow. That's it. There they come.
Pew pew. Yeah, not a lot to be done against a 4v1. I would love to know if in the whole history of Fury of Dracula, if Dracula ever has survived a 4v1 fight. I would have to imagine it's some situation where the hunters are all at like 1 and 2 health, and Dracula's at pretty high health. Otherwise, I just don't see how it's possible.
It would have to be on one of those where maybe he's baited them at the Klausenberg with a big battle, managed to do some damage on them, jumps to Castle Dracula, heals a little bit, and then manages to get back out. But even then, I think it's because if they're on the same one, Seward, if he doesn't die, can just heal them up.
Yeah.
I mean, even a full health Drac, you're struggling against. The only thing is, unless they're underprepared and they just rock up with a fast horse and a smile, then happy days. But no one's going to jump on that. So that was good. I enjoyed that. It was a good game.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Well, I suppose since we were talking the whole time, not much else to say about it post game, and also I should have lunch and get back to being productive. But yeah, thanks for coming online for this again inaugural game of the Immortal Update. This is the first time that's been released in its published form, and just very privileged to have been a part of the official first game.
Absolutely, no, I agree, and thank you for the invitation on. For those listening, I'll be playing in the tournament tomorrow, Saturday at 1800 UTC against Pizza Wizard. So if anybody's
I'll see if I can get this video uploaded today so that people will be able to actually hear that comment in time.
Oh, there's that, yeah, and then that'll ruin Scott Storch's moment and all the rest of them. But yeah. Listen, mate, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. I look forward to commentating with you again and playing against you again.
Yeah, it was a blast. Thank you very much, and good night.